What do you think, Virtual Daggerwin? What's he up to? How peculiar. So instead of having this thing pumped out, he's just draining it onto my yard. And is this the disguise? It couldn't be more obvious. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survivor Challenge. So today, before we start this grass work, we need to get some solid fertilizer and also herbicide. Now I was going to take those tankers, but they don't seem to attach to these trailers. So what we're going to do instead is just put some IBCs in the back trailer. Just drop them in. I think it'll be fine. It should work. And then once we have resumed the operations in the grape and the olive greenhouse, we can ted half of this field, because half of it's going to be hay and half of it is going to be silage. Very important that we have both. And then, yeah, when that's done, we can row it all, windrow it all, and then bale everything. And then, of course, the silage bale side will have to be wrapped. But yeah, first things first, let's just get this done. Now, we're probably going to spend nearly all of our money on this, because it just makes sense. We can make a fortune from the olives and grapes. Can we go for a full trailer? Let's just see. We can. It's left £11,000 for the herbicide, but that is a really decent amount of fertilizer. And we already do have herbicide. We don't have any fertilizer at all, so we don't need quite as much of that. So let's just go into here. I have checked the tankers as well, and there's no herbicide left in them. Right, are they the same? Yes, they are the same capacity. Well, I'll go for this because I've never tried it before. It is new, well, newish, and we'll just buy as many as we can do, which was not too many. But yeah, 4. Only 4 are going to fit in here probably anyway. So I'm going to use the telehandler because we can boom out with this. Oh, does help if the tines are attached. And which side do we need to go on to get these? Just around here. Yeah, so I don't know if 2 are going to fit side by side. If they don't, not a problem. We'll still be able to get them in. Okay. Right, now just slide it off. Trying to puncture it. This would just stab it straight through the plastic tank. But yes, we can get away with that sort of thing on FS. I don't really know if I'd prefer it to puncture it in a game. It would be more realistic. Obviously if we were hitting the metal bars it wouldn't, but chances are the tines would have gone through. Maybe a game can be too realistic. Don't know really. I don't think it can be too realistic as long as you've got options to switch it off, because not everybody wants to play super realistically, myself included. On some series it is nice to try and play as realistically as possible, but not always. Right, so that last one is going to be trouble. Probably should have stacked it on top of the others. And there we go. Still 8,000 litres though, not bad. Actually, that could have easily fit into there. Just need to slide the other one forwards. Done. Right, so this is everything that we need for the time being to get more olives and more grapes produced. Can we strap? No, it is a grain trailer, so I'm just going to have to drive carefully. Looking at it again, it is best that the third one was actually down in the trailer, not on top. But it doesn't look like that top one's moving too easily. So we should be okay. Wow, it hasn't moved an inch. And I've been going flat out. Right, so the fertilizer, that's easy. We can just tip this. But the herbicide is going to have to be transferred into a tanker. Right, so it will take it all. This has got a massive capacity, this greenhouse. I should have tipped it the other way, but not to worry. It's still going into the same greenhouse. I don't think I've ever had a full tray load of solid fertilizer before. Quite an impressive sight. Right, so that's that done, and now to get the tanker attached so that we can pump these out and then pump them out of the tanker into the little... actually, is it stored in here? Pretty sure it's just water. rainwater. Yeah, it's a good point. I don't know where the herbicide is actually stored. Okay, yeah, we're going to have to use this tractor because the Valtra currently does not have the right attachment on the back. It's the wrong hitch. I'm going to get it swapped over. Yes, the blue tank has got water in it, and the yellow one I think is empty. The yellow one is the herbicide one. Yes, it's empty. And there we go, we're pumping across. And the last one, in fact we can start overloading. So that is pumping out of the IBC into the tanker, and the tanker is pumping out into the greenhouse. So really, that should be everything. I think it did have all of the other ingredients required. Yes, it does. It's got everything. So I think we want both. Activate both. Brilliant. I guess we should transfer the last bit of water. As I said, the blue tanker does have water in it. So let's park this in a bit of a neater way than I have been doing. I think if I go around the back and then swing round, we can make it nice and square with the silo here. And we'll pop it there. Right. Now for the blue one. Yes, that Valtra, as I said, it's going to have its hitch replaced, and I'm also going to get a new engine and transmission for it, so it's going to be much bigger. Oh, and I'm also going to put a front loader on it, and then we're likely going to sell the smaller Massey Ferguson tractor. There we go. Good. So, tedders. Yes, we need to ted. That probably is a good job for the Valtra, actually. As I discovered, that roller was far too big for it. I think it was lacking about 50 horsepower. But I'm sure the tedder is going to be fine for it. And it does need to be repaired. It's been quite some time since we've used the tedder. Looks like we've got our sugar beet topper in the way. Sugar beet lifter. Haven't used that for a very long time. It's probably something we're going to need on Vintage Survival. Okay, good. And actually, whilst we're here, we'll take the Windrower across as well. It's all going to have to be done. And actually, the hay could be done with the square baler. It's only the round baler which is required for the silage because of our round bale wrapper. It doesn't need to be strictly 50-50. Just roughly. We just need to have some hay and some silage. Yep, this is a job that is finding a breeze, despite needing a service. Soon, most jobs are going to be easy for it when it has that 200 horsepower engine and the 50k gearbox. Oh wow, we've got some floating deer. It's quite a rare sight. I don't see it too often. Funny glitches like that. I think that's the first time on this map, in fact. It must have just been in the wrong place, I guess. Made them float. Maybe they've been making magic potions. Anyway, yep, we will keep going with this. And this is the last swath of hay. So I think I'm going to get the hay done, get it out of the way first of all, especially as I've done the headland. The reason for doing the headland is just so that we've got more turning space to do the silage. So fold that up for now, we're just going to leave it here. We need to put the baler on the John Deere. And actually, the best place for the bales is where the seed is, in this shed. However, yeah, obviously it's in the way. So I think if we can get the Manitou with the bucket, we can then scoop it up and hopefully put the seed into the grain silo. I've been told that you can store it in there, so if that is the case, then brilliant. We can get it out of the way completely. This can go in the yard up the top, the empty shed. I'm much happy now those trees are set to selling automatically, so the money is just going to trickle in. It's much easier. It was becoming a bit much having to move them because they were spawning so quickly. Okay, can we squeeze it in there? Not quite. So there's the baler, there's the John Deere. John Deere baler on a John Deere tractor. Makes sense. But then, yeah, the silage, that's going to have to be round. Where is my wrapper actually for the round baler? Oh, yeah, I've got a combination one, haven't I? I upgraded it. It's been a while since I used it. So if we can go for maximum size here, 240, yep, that's the biggest. Get it unfolded. And we'll see how many bales we can produce. Hopefully quite a few. But I think just having the one field of grass now is enough. Before we had way too much. We were doing far too much mowing and rowing and baling and all that sort of stuff. It's like anything. It's fun in moderation. We just don't want to be doing it continuously. Like when I first bought this plot, we had to do the entire plot. I mowed the entire thing, and it took so long. Can we go a bit... Maybe we can go a little bit faster. Maybe 13 miles per hour? Okay, 14. It's set to 13. But yep, that is good. No idea how many bales we're going to get. It's not producing it super quickly, but it's not horrendous either, so I'm going to guess 10. I would be happy with 10. They were popping out quite frequently. Maybe we do have more than 10. I haven't been counting. Right, so we'll unload what we have. Yeah, it's pretty good looking. Let's just take a look at the statistics. Oh, wow. We actually do have 10. That must be twice in a row now that I've guessed something correctly. Happened on a previous video. Vintage Survival, maybe? Anyway. Yeah, we need the Manitou. We've got to transfer that seed. And we'll bring the bale spikes, we're going to need it to move them. If I put the bale spike inside the bucket, we can bring both the attachments. And that is my shed. It's invisible, but yes, the bales are stored in the shed. We need one. We desperately need to build one. I think I'm going to build it here, when the crop has been harvested. That's for the best. We should be able to build the shed with the money from the olives and the grapes. It's a super fast production, so we'll actually be selling them almost immediately. In fact, I could even get away with just setting it as selling instead of distributing it, but Yeah, maybe that's taking an easy option. Whoa. Yes, we do have quite a lot of seed. Maybe it needs to be in a trailer first. Oh, where did that go? Well, I was told that this would work, so it must work. Whenever I've listened to my viewers in the past, it's nearly always been correct, so it must be correct. I probably should just do this. Just one bucket load first, just to guarantee that it does work. No point filling the trailer up, just to find I can't empty it. Okay. If I put it to unload at the back. I was specifically told that this would work, so unless somebody got confused with another silo, maybe it's a different silo. No, it's not accepted. Okay, well that must be the first time in a very long time that I've been told something incorrect. But it was worth trying, and it was a good suggestion. I think we'll have to put the seed into here and then empty it somewhere else. I'm not too sure where yet, so we'll just put it into here for now. It should fit. This is my bigger trailer. There, and you can see how many pallets of grapes we already have. We can do them both in bulk, but we'd have to buy a grape trailer, and I don't really fancy buying one. We might as well just do the grapes on pallets and the olives in a standard trailer. Okay, do we have a cover for this? No, we don't. Okay, well, I'm just going to put it under a tree for the time being, whilst we think of what to do. I really don't know what to do with them, but the drills do need to be refilled. I already do have some bags of seed as well. The greenhouse over there would take all of it, but then, yeah, I don't really want to put it in there because I can't guarantee it's all going to be used. It already has quite a lot of seed. Anyway, that's a problem for another day. Let's get these moved and, well, put onto the trailer. We may be able to get every bale on here, every hay bale and every silage bale. So 10 bales, I'm going to position it in the middle somewhere, probably about here, and I must make sure I put some weight on the back first. I think I always used to put the weight on the front first and it makes the dolly go crazy. Might also be worth doing this in threes, just so we can guarantee we've got enough space for the silage, although it should be pretty easy anyway. Try and make this as neat as possible. It's never going to be perfect, but I can try my best. Since we have the all-in-one baler and wrapper, we can do this lower section very quickly. I keep forgetting it's an all-in-one. I just keep thinking I have to do the baling and then we have to come along and do all the wrapping. But no, it's become quite luxurious for us. Although the bales will probably be quite small. Not super small. I think the bale that we have makes slightly larger than one that I've used in the past, but I'll have to check. gets it all rowed up. Not too many swaths, it won't take long at all to do this. We'll keep that one there on its own because it's just a single. Is it a single? Maybe it's a double. It's actually quite hard to see it. Has the grass grown a bit? I think the other reason why this tractor is a little hard to set off is because of its gears. Sometimes it's trying to set off in high gear. There we go. So we'll pop this back in the shed. Those sheep do look very busy. They're definitely creating a lot of wool. And the maple syrup actually has picked up as well. Oh, there's actually a great demand for maple syrup. Tomorrow we shall sell maple syrup. Wait for a bit more to spawn. There we go. Also, the cows have got quite a bit of milk. I'll sell that tomorrow as well. So, detach that one, and attach to this one. As I said, I'm not 100% sure on the sizes. I think we can go slightly bigger than the smallest. 150, I think. Yes, we can go to 180. Lovely. The bigger the better. The fewer bales we have to store, the better. And we do already have some grass in here. Filling up fairly quickly. So I should probably guess again to see how many bales we're going to have. As they are smaller, we're getting less litres into each bale. I'm going to go with 10 again actually. Yeah, I'd say if it's not going to be 10, it's going to be more than 10. But it's fun to guess. Also, automatically unload. Need to have that on. Missed a bit. Have to come back for it. Yep, that is filling up quickly. I've just remembered. I think the biggest bale that we can wrap is 150. Great. Well, not to worry. I was wondering why the first one didn't, and then I thought I must have pressed something and then realised, yeah, it must be too big for the wrapper. It does tell you this on the store page, but it doesn't tell you it on this F1 menu. So 150 it is. This one should definitely wrap. But we're still going to get quite a few silage bales, and when we cut this field again, which will not be too long from now, I wouldn't have thought, we can do the whole thing as silage. This is the issue when I don't use certain pieces of machinery very much. I forget how they work. Although it may come across as an issue having those two bonus bales, those two big bonus bales, it's not, because the sheep require grass, and I don't think we have any other grass bales. It's like a blessing in disguise. Right, can we get this last bale? Unlikely, but if we don't get it this time, we'll get it next time. We will not be going anywhere. Okay. Right, so in the end we ended up with 4, was it? Oh, 5. We did get 5 silage bales. Not bad. There probably would have been 7 or 8. But I'm happy with that. Let's get them loaded up. And we'll get those 2 grass bales taken over to the sheep. think we'll be doing okay for space on the trailer. For now, until hopefully the next episode, these can stay on the trailer in this yard, but yeah, next time we should be selling grapes and olives, and that should give us the money to build a shed. And actually the canola might be ready to harvest in that field over there, so we should be able to put the shed on that plot of land, which would be great. Anyway, to finish off those 2 big grass bales. Up they go, 15,000 litres. Quite significant. This should be enough to keep the sheep going for the rest of the series. Well, they do have a bale, but it might be outside the trigger. It is outside the trigger. So they were running very low. I wonder how much of this they'll take. That's about it. So that really should keep them going for quite some time. They could take 5,500 litres. I don't know, maybe they were completely out. Well, it's a good job we came. It's a good job I set it incorrectly. It's amazing how sometimes a positive can come from a negative. Anyway, that's where we finished today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.